Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel where I review the latest gaming laptops and see if they're worth getting. So today I'm going to be reviewing the HP Omen 15. This was released back in Q2 of this year, and it is a competitor when it comes to performance and thermals. Do you guys remember when I did my first Omen 15 review back in 2020? Yeah, that blew up the internet, and that's the video I blew up on. It has over 100,000 views, and I think it actually started a movement where people were torturing this device. Let me tell you, that was one wild ride. Nonetheless, the HP Omen refreshed for 2022 is now a 16-inch form factor. Despite the fact that they did say that it has a new cooling system, is it worth getting? Let's find out. So 2020 is the year of Intel, pushing out their latest chips that smash in multi-core and single-core performance. HP now supports the i7-12700H and the RTX 3060 in this configuration, but you can also support the RTX 3070 as well. This also comes with 1TB SSD and 16GB of DDR5 RAM. The display is also really good here, as you're getting a 16-inch QHD IPS type panel that has decent color accuracy, but no G-Sync. I think QHD on a 16-inch space is great and still provides good PPI overall. It's still not the brightest at around 300 nits though, but overall good for a panel with an Intel gaming laptop. So the build quality is still the same since 2020, besides the fact that this is a 16-inch form factor, so it's a little bit larger screen and a little bit wider of a device. It's mostly a plastic build, which doesn't have the premium feel that the Razer Blade or other metallic alloy computers have. Still, the lid has some flex, but since we haven't heard any problems about it ruining the panel over the past couple of years, let's assume that this flexible piece of tech has also stood the test of time. One pro about the overall chassis I do like is that it keeps the laptop light compared to other 16-inch gaming laptops, except for the Zephyrus M16, which is pretty light at 4.2 pounds. So the keyboard is decent, spacing of the keys are fine, but I feel like the keyboard is shifted over to the left a little more than other laptops I've tested. It has good actuation force, but for some reason feels a little cheap. Not to worry, I think this is an 8 out of 10 keyboard that matches with other great gaming laptops, just not like the Alienware M15 or the Zephyrus G15. So battery life is not the best. Just like the Acer Nitro 5 laptop I've tried a few months back, battery discharge was around negative 18 millivolts on a 70 watt-hour battery, so that equated to up to 3 hours and 30 minutes while browsing the web. AMD Ryzen still wins at battery life for the most part, but I wouldn't blame Intel solely for the high discharge on idle. For my last video, I did point out that the Zephyrus M16 had an amazing negative 11 millivolts with an i9 processor. So it just goes to show that the laptop manufacturers do have a say and a part in the battery discharge of each model. More specifically, the various bloatware and telemetry software that is pre-installed into each device. So here are the CPU results, and I was experiencing software issues with the HP Command Center that wouldn't ramp up the fans when I was rendering on Cinebench R23. Now with this being said, maybe there is a software update that would fix this bug, but for my particular model it was overheating and throttling, which kind of limited the Cinebench score of the i7 processor. As you can see, compared to the other i7 processors and other models and manufacturers, this one is on the lower end compared to the Nitro and Legion 5 Pro. So the wattage on the RTX 3060 is rated up to 130 watts, which is second highest compared to the Legion 5 Pro. Now you're getting pretty solid performance. I would take the 10 watt hit over the Legion 5 Pro if it is in fact cheaper than the L5 Pro at the time of buying it. Still, I would wait for next year's 4000 series laptops. If you're looking for peak graphical performance, I don't expect the 13th generation Intel processors to be that much better, but with the desktop performance CPUs that you saw that were released not too long ago, maybe they can have much more of a performance bump, but we'll see. Just stay tuned so that you guys can get the latest updates with the latest 13th gen Intel laptops. Overall, I really like the HP Omen 15 for 2022 at the $1199 price tag when it was on sale at Best Buy at the time I got it. I believe that this will be contender for a, if you want an Intel 12th gen laptop, which is a killer CPU to get right now, and an RTX 3060 at 130 watts. I believe that's the second highest next to the Legion, which the Legion does have the 140 watt 3060 version. So you have to keep that in mind. If you really care about the extra performance, get the Legion. But for the Omen, when it does go on sale, it is one of the best priced QHD i7 laptops that you can get right now for sure. And when you find it on sale, I wouldn't hesitate. I think this kind of tops out. So I do have one review. We left a Legion 7 review that kind of is in my price range, the $1,000 to $1,400 price range. So I will review that to finalize that for the year of 2022. Sorry, I didn't really get to review that many laptops this year. I really didn't have a need to, since I was pretty happy with the performance that I've been paying for in that $1,000 to $1,400 range, for video editing just like this and gaming. And battery life also is fine with me. About 4 hours is good for my, my daily workloads. So I appreciate you guys for tuning into the channel. Definitely hit the notification button. Definitely subscribe so you can stay up to date with my latest videos. That way, you won't miss a beat. So again, check out my Twitch channel again, and thanks for tuning in. You guys have a good day.